Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be dealing with cranky, grouchy, and irritable women. Boy, that sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it? Unfortunately, there's a lot of dudes in the world that are putting up with that in relationships that they're in because either A, they don't know how to communicate with women effectively, or B, their balls are the size of BBs, and they don't have the guts just to walk away after they've told their wives or girlfriends, don't talk to me like that, talk to me in a sweet, loving way, and they've asked them nicely, but yet the chicks continue to do it because the guys continue to sit there and act like a doormat and take the shit, as opposed to saying, well, when you're in a better mood, I love you, I adore you, and I'm happy to talk to you, but I'm not going to sit around here and take this. And then they hop in the car and they leave. They go hang out with their buddies, they go have a few beers, and they walk away. Because when a woman becomes abusive, if you sit there and take it, you're enabling her behavior. In essence, you're training and teaching her that it is okay to treat you that way. So I've got an email here from a viewer, and he says, "Hey Corey, first off, I must thank you. Your advice has been very helpful." He says, "I have two situations in which I need help. The first is, how do you build attraction, mystery, and suspense when you are in an environment where you see each other every day, for example, for school or work? You do the best you can. Try to be busy. If you're at school, you should be focused on your studies, not running around trying to scour the grounds of the campus to see what your girlfriend is up to or who she's talking to. You should be focused on your schoolwork. You should be focused on your purpose when you're there. And if you run into her, be sweet, charming. Hey, baby, great to see you. How are you? I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Make sure you wear that really tight skirt. It's like, God, you look so sexy in that." Say something like that to her, and then say, "Hey, I got to run to my next class." Give her a hug and a kiss, and then you're on your way. The idea is to be scarce. It's the same thing at work. Be busy. Be focused on what you're supposed to be doing at work as opposed to worrying about what a chick you're going out with may or may not be doing. He says, second is, how do you cope with a woman who has a very difficult period, one in which she will hate you one minute and love you the next, and just bad periods in general? Well, like I was saying earlier, when you stay there and you take that crap, because here's the deal, you say, "Baby, I love you, I adore you. If you want to talk about something, if you're hurting about something, if you're upset about something, I'm happy to listen. But don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me in that unloving, hateful, mean voice of yours." And a good woman will say, "I'm sorry, baby. I'm just in a really bad mood, and you're always so great. I'm sorry." And she'll start talking really sweet to you. But if you have put up with that like a dozen or so times and you've never said anything, and now you're starting to say something, you've trained her to expect that you're just going to sit there and let her walk all over you like a doormat, which basically causes her to actually become even more bitchy and even more upset with you because you're not standing up for yourself. When you don't stand up for yourself to a woman, you let her walk all over you and abuse you verbally like that, it causes her to not have any respect for you. And if a woman doesn't respect you, guess what? She won't love you, and she will fall out of love with you if you let her do this to you continuously. And if she continues doing it, you just say, "Sweetheart, well, when you're in a better mood, give me a call, and I'm happy to talk to you, but you're being a jackass to me, and so I'm out of here." And then you leave. You take off, and you go do your thing, and let her call you. And you'll get back together with her tomorrow or the next day when she decides to be sweeter and nice to you, because you're simply not going to tolerate that bullshit. But the best way to be is to do it right from the get-go, as opposed to trying to do this stuff right after you've already trained the girl that you're basically a sucker and you'll let her walk all over you. He says, "The things that I do to attract her when she's not on her period make her yell at me when she is. Things such as not letting her change the radio station to music I hate, not doing everything she tells me to, making mysterious dates, not chasing her, seeming indifferent, etc." He says, "I have looked advice up online, such as buying chocolate." Oh, that's a bribe. That'll work. Doing what she wants to. Yeah, that'd be Gumby. That'll work. Act like a submissive female. That's a way to get a bitchy female to act even more bitchy and get even more pissed off, because she wants you to act like a man and stand up for yourself. Because when you act like a woman around a feminine woman who's having an emotional moment like this, it causes her to doubt your masculine core. It causes her to doubt that if she was ever in any real physical danger, you're not even standing up to a woman who's verbally abusing you. What if there was some big burly dude who was threatening your girl? She internally becomes scared because she thinks that you'll just walk away and let the big bad guy have his way with your girlfriend. You won't, because you won't stand up for yourself to her. So why should she think that you would physically stand up to another man if she were ever in any physical danger? He says, providing her with many compliments. You can't compliment a girl into being sweet. If she's being a bitch, and if she's being a real bitch sometimes, you say things like, I love it when you're fucking angry. It's you fucking turn me on so much when you act like such a fucking nasty bitch. It just makes me want to fuck you. Like, you say things like that and mess with her back. But it's like you're just laying down like a fucking doormat and letting her walk all over you, dude. It's like, have some self-respect for yourself. He says, and the things of the sort, but those things seem weak. He says, those are the things I did before reading your book, and that got me dumped many times. Like, yep, see? What'd I say? He says, if that is the right advice, when and how would you transition back to your masculinity? Well, you should never have to transition back to your you should always be in your masculine, always be a man. This tells me you're being in your feminine. That's why women act the way they act around you, is because you act submissive and you get into your feminine. In essence, you start acting like a woman, and any feminine woman is going to act bitchy, is going to act irritable, is going to kind of act disgusted with you and irritated with you, and it's going to be condescending, and is not going to like it because they want you to act like a man around them. Because if you act like a man, then they'll respect you, then they'll appreciate you, because it allows them to be in their feminine, where they can relax and just let you take control of where the relationship is going. So, dude, you need to man up, you need to let your fucking balls drop, and stop letting women walk all over you, and apply the things that I teach in my book, because you said so yourself. Every time you acted the way you've done in the past, weak, needy, buying her chocolate, doing what she wants, providing her with too many compliments, you've gotten dumped every time. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So when is now a good time to make a change? Something to think about. So if you have a question you want to ask me, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which will be on the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max, and just give me several days to get back to you with a response. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session, and you can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which will be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want a digital version of my Kindle ebook, on my website, underneath the email sign-up box, the box has a link that will take you right to the Amazon Kindle download page. Once you get there, if you don't have a Kindle device, just download one of their free e-reader apps for your smartphone, tablet device, or your computer. And if you appreciate the value of the information I offer in these video newsletters, the articles on my website, and my ebook, you can show your appreciation right now by going to my website, and on the Webby toolbar at the bottom of your screen, click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information. And I will talk to you soon.